All right, yes. Thank you very, very much for staying with us once again and joining us for this particular video. You know that the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars, has won 3-1 over Liberia in an international friendly game that went on today at the Accra Sports Stadium. We are going to give you some 5 talking points from the game. 5 talking points that are very important, are very salient. We saw clearly in the game that going forward will also help the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. Also, the Black Stars coach Chris Hughton had some few words to say after the game in his post-match press conference in the Accra Sports Stadium after his side, the Ghana Black Stars, beat Liberia 3-1 over there. We are going to look at that particular post-match press conference also and what coach Chris Hughton had to say after the game. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select or leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much. Now, let's start from the talking points from the game. The senior national team, the Black Stars, played versus Central African Republic on 7th of September, and then today, 12th of September, we played versus Liberia. So two games, but then today's own was a friendly game. 2 games. Now, what was the talking point of important things we are learning from the game versus Liberia? The first one is that the Black Stars can actually adapt or play not a new formation in terms of the 3-5-2 or the 3-4-3 formation. Anyhow the variations will go, the Black Stars can actually adapt. In fact, the Black Stars played the whole game with a 3-back, okay, with 3 central defenders. Nicholas Opoku, Alexander Jiku, and Joseph Eidu started. When the game went on, Alexander Jiku was substituted for Stefan Ambrosius in the second half. It was a 3-back formation. And we had wing backs, right wing back and left wing back over there. And then we had our attackers in the shape of Antoine Semenyo, Enes Nuyama, as well as Mohamed Kudus. So it tells us that indeed we can actually play another formation from the 4-2-3-1. You know that since Coach Chris Hughton came to the Black Stars, we've always been playing the 4-2-3-1 formation. So with this particular game and with the new formation we used, indeed it tells us that we can actually play another formation in the 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 formation in subsequent games, as well as in the next African Cup of Nations. The next point is that Enes Nuyama is cementing his place in the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. This is his 3rd game for the Black Stars. His first game was versus Madagascar away. The team didn't score, so he didn't score. His 2nd game for the Black Stars was versus Central African Republic at home at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. He came on in the second half. He didn't even start the game. He came on in the second half and scored the winning goal for the Black Stars of Ghana, giving us the 2-1 win. Today too, versus Liberia, he scored a very beautiful and important goal for the Black Stars. Enes Nuyama, currently a player of Lyon in the French league, he is cementing his place in the Black Stars. He is now trying to make himself one of the most important players in the Black Stars. So if you are writing the squad for the Black Stars and you write Mohamed Kudus and you write Thomas Partey, you have to write Enes Nuyama because he's as important as the 2 players I earlier mentioned. So that is what we've seen from the game, or that is one of the talking points from the game. Enes Nuyama cementing his place in the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. The 3rd talking point is that Mohamed Kudus is also cementing his place as the star player of the Black Stars. You know that Mohamed Kudus, if not him, there is no star man in the senior national team, the Black Stars. He will assist goals, he will score goals, he will take free kicks, he will dribble and excite the fans. Indeed, he is a full package of a player, of a midfielder, and of a creative player. And today too, he scored a beautiful goal for the Black Stars versus Liberia. He also scored in the game versus Central African Republic on the 7th of September 2023. So indeed, Mohamed Kudus is also cementing his place as the star of the team, the star of the Black Stars, the star player of the Black. You know, all of them are stars, but the star player of the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. The fourth talking point is this player who was a new discovery. I'm sure Coach Chris Hughton will see him as a discovery and will give him a lot of options or a lot of time going forward with the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. I'm talking about Nicholas Opoku. What a game Nicholas Opoku had. He was the defender with the 18 jersey Nicholas Opoku, and he was extremely brilliant on the day. Wow. In fact, he assisted Ernest Nyama's goal, Ghana's first goal versus Liberia. This particular player I'm talking about assisted Nicholas Opoku. He is a brilliant player over there. He had a very good game in terms of defense, in terms of progressing the ball from defense to attack, from defense to the midfield, in terms of recoveries, blocking shots, and everything. He was exceptional at the back, and one of the star players to watch also in this particular game. He did extremely well. Now, the next talking point we saw from the game is that Antoine Semenyo actually played chunk of the minutes without Inaki Williams taking part in the friendly game. The likes of the DIU, Jordan Ayew, all of them came to take part in the game, but then Inaki Williams didn't take part. Does it mean that going forward Inaki Williams will not be the number one striker for the Black Stars? Does it mean that Antoine Semenyo will continue to be the number one Black Star striker? But then, in fact, the overall performance of Antoine Semenyo, but for his miss in the first half, you know that he missed a sitter, he missed a clear cut opportunity, but for that miss in the first half, overall performance, he did extremely well. The Mohamed Kudus goal, he actually retrieved the ball from the defender again and then passed it to Ernest Nyama, and then Ernest Nyama assisted that particular goal for Mohamed Kudus. Antoine Semenyo's overall play in terms of drawing back to take the ball and then do 1-2 with it, in terms of passing to or opening up spaces, taking advantage of spaces, Antoine Semenyo was extremely good, or was very good on the day over there. And so we don't know if he will continue to be the Black Star striker or he will not be. Now, the other talking point is the two local players of the side. The left back Hamid Fatawu, and then the striker Jonathan Sowa. Jonathan Sowa assisted Jordan Ayew's goal, last goal, the third goal. Hamid Fatawu did extremely well as the left wing back of the team, and they also made a case for the local players, and that was a very important talking point. So these are some of the talking points from the game versus Liberia. Now, after the game, let's start from there. Coach Chris Hughton spoke to the media about how things went, and he said that, look, those two players I just talked about did very well for the team, and in fact he said that Jonathan Sowa, the striker, he changed the dynamics of the team, he changed the dynamics of the game, and he actually made the game very lively. That would be a kudos comment for Jonathan Sowa over there, as Coach Chris Hughton is praising him. Coach Chris Hughton also said that this game afforded him the opportunity to try new tactics, try new formation, so that going forward with the Black Stars, he can use different tactics and formations over there. And that is how he explained his tactics and game plan towards this particular game, and that's the reason why he actually used the 3-back formation. So yeah. Also, he also talked about Ernest Nyama. He was in the presser with Ernest Nyama. Ernest Nyama also expressed his excitement over the win, over the goal he scored, and all of those issues in the game over there, as we bring you the updates and exclusive news on this particular channel in this particular video. Thank you very much for staying with us for this particular video. Do want to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much. I'll definitely see you in the next update. Bye bye.